They've got 3 kills as they're going to smash those ranks. I'm going to get a slight counter charge there, and you'll see my Italian swords are actually continuing to take archer fire. So unfortunately taking archer fire. There, my mercenary Italian spearmen are going to get hit by those Hastati there, and that is not the best charge. Also, it opens their flank to my archers, so my archers are going to be having quite the time now. You'll see, yeah, right there into the non-shield side of those Hastati. Those guys are going down like crazy. Just like instantly start losing that. These archers had 49 kills. What's up, folks? Total War is here. We've got another 2v2 today. This is a Siege Assault medium city here. We've got Epirus and Pontus on defense, as well as Rome and Colchian on attack. So we're going to go ahead and start out. We'll do the Pontian army first. Looks like we've got 2 scythed chariots. Some Eastern archers there, 4 of those. I see some mercenary Celtic warriors all around here, 3 of those. Hillmen here, 1 hillman. And then Pontic swords looks like it's going to be the remainder of the army. We've got some Eastern spearmen and then some pikemen there as well. So that makes up the Pontian army. I'm actually playing here as Epirus. I have the 3 mercenary Italian spearmen up front. We have some mercenary Italian swordsmen up here as well, 3 of those. I'm backed by some archers here, 4 of those, 4 just plain, boring archers. These Levy pikemen then, 1 of those has a level 1 chevron. I then have 2 royal peltasts and 3 mercenary Samnite warriors. So I'm going to slow this down, just make sure I get through all of the attacking armies here. And I don't know if I mentioned that Italian spearman actually has a chevron there. Actually, this guy does as well. So 2 of those have chevrons. For Rome, we've got some Socii Equites. We also have some Socii Equites over here. And he's also got some legionary cohort and the Hastati there, moving up the torts. Some 3 more Hastati there up front. Then got some more, 2 more Hastati in reserve there. This one here has a level 2 chevron. Those are backed by legionary cohort. I see at least 4 legionary cohort there. 2 Principe. The general and bodyguard, 3 auxiliary Syrian archers, very elite good archers, and then none other than the Praetorian Guard, the bodyguards of the Roman Emperor. These guys are the most elite of the Roman army. So we'll see how they fare here against my defending forces, and we'll see what we can do here as now Colchian as well is closing in on the walls. I'm going to go ahead and speed this back up because we've just got 1 army left. We've got Hillman here moving up the towers. This guy's got a level 3 chevron on him. The other 3 have no chevrons. Out on the right side, we've got some citizen cavalry. Then we've got the Colchian nobles. Up front, Cartali axemen. Let's see, yes, all along that front line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Cartali axemen. Then 4 Eastern archers, as well as a Colchian noble on the left flank. A noble blood cab for a general, and then a giant Greek ballista. And if I'm right, he's actually, yeah, he's not firing right there because he waits and saves that till later. It gets pretty bloody. So the Hillmen going to come around here this way. They have 1 Roman tort. They're going to move it around the flank here instead of going straight in here. I think maybe the best spot for that tort would be this corner, but I'm not actually sure now because these rocks would almost blast this, cover this second part, so you wouldn't really be able to get in that side. Archer fire coming from the Eastern archers on those Hillmen. Those Hillmen are taking casualties fast on that tortoise, and wow, yeah, those guys are going to go down really quickly. That whole Hillman unit, actually my route, as it is now at yellow morale. Over here against the Romans, a similar thing is happening here. These guys aren't taking quite as much damage, but they are getting some archer fire from these archers up here on the wall. I believe, yes, this Hastati as well is taking fire from those. There we go. He's going to start busting the wall. And archer fire, pretty bad angle, I'd say. I mean, I set up that not the best. I'm still coming kind of from the front, from right here, but it's working, I guess. 13 kills on that archer so far, so I can't complain about that. And yeah, those Hastati, just kind of raking them over. You see he's actually going to move up those Syrian archers, and unfortunately, that's going to push my killing spree back now. Oh wait, he turned his back to that shot? Oh, that's nice. But my killing spree with my archers is going to have to end. He's moving up his auxiliary Syrians. I'm going to have to get out of there before I get mowed down by enemy archer fire. I will just keep going, though, with the few volleys, as he's going to pin down my spearmen with those volleys instead, with his archers instead of that, my own archers. The hillman coming around the corner here is looking to break a section of this wall, it appears. They have reached the wall. The first level has gotten stopped by a round of hillmen here. They're winning pretty decisively here against the hillman on the wall. Some Celtic warriors on the other side there. This Cartali axeman has picked up where the hillman died. They are going to try to break this wall. Unfortunately for those hillmen on the wall, is that when that cracks, they are all dead. And that, yes. Oh, wait, no, it didn't kill them. Okay. They're right in that spot, but I think it will when the wall actually falls. Right here. Yes. Yeah, that unit just got obliterated. Somehow it's still actively winning, though. That's crazy. Okay. So, did I mention my scorpion? I don't think I mentioned my scorpion. I do have a scorpion in there and a Thurio spear. I don't know if I mentioned those earlier. That chariot is actually moved back. This was up at the gate here with these mercenary Italians. It is pulled back. The other chariot is also been pulled back, clear back into behind those buildings there. So here you can see I've formed a excuse me there. I formed a nice little L up against the wall here, trying to keep hold of this tower and keep the Romans pinned in. The Hastati, they're going to go up against those Italian spears. The Hastati are going to win that pretty quickly, normally, but I think these Hastati have taken a lot of archer fire. They're not in their prime shape right now. They're also going to get charged by some Italian swords that are going to get in there, and so that Hastati will probably go down without any support. And then the next Hastati is going to come in, charge this Italian spearman. Nice shot of the javelins there, actually. They've got 3 kills as they're going to smash those ranks. I'm going to get a slight counter charge there, and you'll see my Italian swords are actually continuing to take archer fire. So, unfortunately, taking archer fire. There, my mercenary Italian spearmen are going to get hit by those Hastati there, and that is not the best charge. Also, it opens their flank to my archers, so my archers are going to be having quite the time now. You'll see, yeah, right there into the non-shield side of those Hastati. These guys are going down like crazy. Just like instantly start losing that. These archers had 49 kills. You can see the Syrians moving around. What looks like it might be a shot on those archers, but I actually think he started firing into the backs of my Italians. I'm not sure on that, though. The cavalry then has moved up to avoid a sally from the back gate here coming around, which is smart. I like that. So that first Roman Hastati looks like it's going to rout, as well as the second one here is on yellow morale now, as it's getting cycle charged between my spears and swords. The Thurio spears throwing into the backs of the Hastati on the other side there. So some pretty good back shots against those Romans as they enter the first round of the city. The Pontic swordsmen going head-to-head with those Cartali axemen. Here come the chariots. Let's take a look at this charge here. They're gonna come, wow, like slow motion. Did I leave this thing in slow mo? No, I didn't. Okay, I was like, this charge looks like it's going in slow motion. Okay, oh yes, right into the axeman units. Perfect charge. I love it. That's awesome. How many kills did he rack up? He has over 50 kills now, but it looks like he might be gonna be taking some archers. No, the archers are gonna retreat. Oh, but here comes the cavalry. Oh, better get the chariots out of there. They are gonna dead. They are dead. Here comes the javelin volley from the axemen. Yep, that chariot unit is so gone. Oh, archer fire from over the wall. I mean, it's 80 kills. That's pretty good. It's going to get out of there. It can still fight if it doesn't get caught down by that cavalry. Yeah, he's going to move up some eastern spearmen and some pikemen there to cover that hole now. So those the noble blood cap don't break through. Then they've got these Celtic warriors. These guys are losing 79 kills though, so I mean, you can't really blame them. They've put up quite the fight. The Pontic swords now going to pull back. Only 20 kills on those guys. Those Cartali axemen 57 as they're cutting through this first line. Also, the legionary cohort here on the side. Looks like the Hastati has been destroyed right there at the wall. These Celtic warriors got 56. The Hastati got destroyed moving the siege towers up. And then the legionary cohort 97 as it cuts through those guys. Those Pontic swords aiding with a little bit of fire. Javelin fire looks like they might be out of javelins now though, and they're just going to plug that choke point. Cavalry up there as well. Artillery fire now pouring in. Going to try to hit these main infantry clumps. Thankfully, he's got his infantry pretty stationed behind buildings and such to keep them pretty safe. These archers with 84 kills actually cut down this hillman that broke the whole in the worst possible spot, right next to the building, so he can't even use the hole. Roman heavier infantry is actually entering the city. These are Principes. They are going to get a charge on my Italian spears, but they're also getting flanked there by some Italian spearmen. The next Principe unit is also going to come in on those Italians. My Italians have 13 kills on that spearman, 57, and then another 25. My archers are beginning to take fire. He's finally caught on. My archers now have 159 kills, as they're going to start taking fire from those auxiliary Syrians. And actually 160 now, and maybe gonna pull out. I might just leave that unit there to die. These Hastati have gotten flanked by the Thurios spears, so they'll probably go down pretty quickly. They're being held by those Italians. Those Italians, 42 kills. The Thurios spears, 97 there. Those Hastati at 71. It looks like they have, that is the unit with 2 chevrons. I'm moving up on another Italian spear and another Italian swordsman there. A Pontic sword moved to cover that gap. It looked like the cavalry maybe tried to get through there too soon. The Eastern spearmen, 55 kills on this cheap unit. I like it. Doing good. Those hillmen there, or those Cartali axemen at 58 kills, going to take that battle pretty quickly though. Then these Cartali axemen, 84 kills, but they are losing to the combined Pontic sword and mercenary Celtic warrior force there. This legionary cohort got pretty decimated there. I don't think it has much of a force to do anything now, as it's surrounded by 2 Pontic swords. Maybe charge, get those guys out of there, eliminate that threat, and then you can focus on the Colchians again. But so far, that's not what he's deciding to do. These archers, pretty clumped up. Maybe a chariot charge here would be nice. Only thing is that noble blood cap is covering that hole there. The archers for Pontus also firing down on this Cartali axeman. This one here as well now is going to cut through that Pontic sword. I don't know. And it comes down to a 1v1. It looks like the Cartali win, 9 times out of 10. His archers there got routed, 145 on that unit, however, so good job there. I've moved up another unit of my own archers here to the flank. We have some Socii Equites in there with 10 kills, as well as some Principe now at 129, other at 118. You can see now my mercenary Samnite warriors have gotten in there. They are throwing their javelins along with those Italian swordsmen. And yes, I still have another Samnite warrior in reserve back here. But yeah, my 2 Samnite warriors, a nice javelin volley there. Got them 15 kills as they fired into the back of those Principe. The Principe don't really like that heavier infantry moving that, so he's going to turn and charge the heavier infantry. And it's not really going to help, as I have a second unit there to fire right into the back of that unit again. This Principe here is probably in the best situation, just because he's fighting that light infantry, but he's going to get cycle charged by some Italian swords. So tough luck for those Principe. They're actually going to do a little bit of PT pull through there, trying to get to the retreating Italians. And the Hastati, 152 now, as they continue to cut through another mercenary Italian spearman there. That Thurios spear at 112 as it's on the flanking move. Here comes some legionary cohort as well. I also have some archers up here, 86 kills on these archers, and I think I was trying to get some back shots into these lower units down here, but I'm actually not sure what I did with this unit. I'm going to move my Italian spearmen here. You can see Rome pushing in against those Thurios spears. Those Thurios will not win against the heavier infantry. So those Italian spears there are going to encircle that unit. Rome kind of messed up there, pulling himself in, because now I can get behind him, and those guys will rout so much faster. This Hastati here is broken and is going to rout. We've got some Socii Equites getting through here. These guys have 23 kills. Looks like they're going to try to get through to my archers, and they do a little bit. But I'm moving up some Levy Pikemen to shut that down. One Hastati just went out there, 39 kills. The second one here at 48. You can see my mercenary Samnites at 50, just broke 50 mark against those Principe, and this one here is now at 76, but it's getting rear charged by some of those Socii Equites. The pikemen, thankfully, moving up, trying to stop that one. I also have some archers here. These guys got 0 kills, brand new unit. Let's see where they're firing. I've got them firing currently into the back of this Principe. And no kills so far. Still against that heavier infantry, so probably won't do too much. I'm now going to pull them out. I don't know why. As they had a pretty good angle there. These Samnites now at 100 kills. This one's at 58 as it continues to cut those guys down. The archers also moving up. These guys got 1 kill. Don't know exactly where these guys are focused. The Levy pikemen then are going to move up and form a line. I think I fall back behind this, but I'm actually not sure. I might have left my Samnites in. Okay, another charge here from the legionary cohort now. flanking on those mercenary Samnite warriors. Okay, archer fire pouring in against those levy pikemen, so they should have to pull out pretty quickly. My Samnites now 137 as they move to flank those Principe. Rome kind of running row on reserves here as he's sending in that legionary cohort. And the Praetorian Guard is still in reserve. He's doing what he's supposed to, guarding his general, I guess. Over here, Clochis is pretty much overrunning this. 320 on that scythe chariot, though, with 2 chevrons, and still has a chance to bring that last chariot back. The gate has been taken and being held against them. This Pontic Sword's 93 kills. This one 42. The Socii Equites engaged there and losing to those swordsmen. Pontus falling back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units left. So not a ton. I'm also a pretty stretched thing here. If you look at the balance of power bar, oh wait, he has 7 units because he's got that scythe chariot. It looks to be a little bit in favor of these attackers, just in my view. So, we're going to see what we can do, though, because these mercenary Italian spears now are holding against that legionary cohort, which is getting cycle charged by those Thurios. Also, the Samnite warriors, 156, as they continue to cut down legionary cohort. This Samnite is 78 kills, probably going to get a flanking charge, I think. I took those pikemen out of pike formation and charged them into hand-to-hand. They only got 8 kills, so it wasn't the best idea ever. I think I was trying to get these Samnites to... Yes, the Samnites are now going to throw javelins into the flank. My third and final unit of Samnite warriors has moved up and is going to move on to the flank of these legionary cohort here, maybe to get a little bit of a javelin volley. You can see those legionary cohort trying to adjust there, maybe get through to it. And let's see here, these... Thurio spears have left or routed the legionary cohort. They're losing 111 kills, though. Those Italian spears, 46 kills there. Another legionary cohort going to enter. You can see my Royal Peltas now moving up here, just kind of to a closer reserve. So if it needs to move up. Also another Royal Peltas here guarding the south side against a Colchian advance. We'll see the Clochis is going to try to push this unit. Not the best idea because these Royal Peltas are going to chew up that Cartali Axeman. That Cartali is not going to have anything to do against this Royal Peltas. It won't even survive. Okay, he's going to turn around. The Royal Peltas, going to get a Javelin Volley in the back, and they're going to rack up 11 kills on the Javelin Volley. Congratulations to those Royal Peltas. I liked that shot. Okay, the mercenary Samnite warriors there, 39 kills now as they're on that flanking move against the legionary cohort. That one's going to try to pull out, and it does, but it's taking a ton of archer fire right now. Looks like it might try to go for that Scorpion, which is at 56 kills currently. No, it's going to rout. Yes, okay. I thought maybe for a second that unit actually rallied and was going to fight through that. I was like, what? I don't remember this from this battle. Okay. My Samnite warriors here, 169. This one here taking fire to the back. Unfortunately, I got a bad positioning on that, but he's got 97 now as he's cutting through a legionary cohort. Archer fire here, 8 kills as they're continuing to pour fire in there. 171 on that Samnite warrior. This one here is going to reform after the legionary cohort pull out. And then down here again, you see those Royal Peltas, 11 kills. Still holding that south. You can see the chariots. Here they come. Maybe going to try to push this south side a little bit. It wouldn't be the worst idea. I actually kind of like the idea coming up through the bottom here. This Pontic Sword is going to go out with 127 against those Cartali Axemen. Those Cartali Axemen, 142, 105, 46 there on those units. That Noble Blood at 4 kills. Here comes the Socii Equites, but it looks like I'm going to cut them off with a Royal Peltas possibly. They're lining up a charge on that alley, and Pontic Swords maybe moving up to cover that. We have a Thurio Spear here that did rally just outside the walls. But I think that's pretty much a useless unit. This thing's at 133, only 44 men left though. Those Pontic Swords moving up and reforming. It looks like they're going to try to just move a cover into that hole against the Socii Equites. With the Pontic Swords taking up their position, I'm pulling out my Royal Peltas. It is taking losses now to these archers. And you can see the Scythe Chariots pulling out there with the Spear Colchian Nobles down there now as well. So I've given the walls, and Rome is now inside. We have Levy Pikemen here guarding the south wall, as well as a Mercenary Samnite Warrior with 100 kills, 63 men left down there to reserve or kind of aid that. 79 kills on this Samnite Warrior. It's going to take a charge from the Legionary Cohort. Nice little javelin volley there. This Samnite Warrior is at 83 kills already, and it's going to probably win against that Legionary cohort if I had to guess. But there is reserves here for the Legionary cohort. They're bringing them up. And these archers are actually out of ammunition here with 118. I saw 99. And over here we have another one out with 89 kills. You can see the 30 spears then going to go for the general and bodyguard. And, I mean, if it works, I guess it works. No real close reserves. He's going to try to run away as soon as he takes that charge, though. No losses so far. And then that 30 spear is going to give chase. The Samnite Warriors holding up surprisingly well. You can see some Pontic swords going up on the walls there. Maybe going to come over here and give some javelin volleys. The Greek Scorpion at 56 kills. I don't know if it's actually even doing anything right now. Is it? Yes, it still has ammunition, so I guess it could still be doing something. Those Royal Peltas gonna move back, kind of throw their javelin volleys from behind those Pontic swords. Let's see. I think they still have, yes, they still have javelins. I was gonna say I don't think they're out of javelins. Okay, the Cartali Axemen gonna pull up here and stop, maybe try to get their own javelins off. 96 kills on this Cartali Axeman. Good job by whoever was playing Clochis. This is like really good. Okay, here comes the charge. They're going to hit those Pontic swords. And then these Royal Peltas should open fire with their javelins again. Any day now. We don't really have time to sit and wait on it. But yeah, I think they do sometime. Okay, so it looks like the Chariots kind of feigned a charge there. The Samnite 108 charged in to try to get to these Hastati. Did not work the best. Got a little bit of some painful experiences there. The Pontic swords are doing what I said. They did get up on the wall there, and they're going to maybe throw some javelin volleys. It might be too far. We'll see here in just a second. It doesn't look like they're going to throw anything. They might be out even because they have, what, 41 kills? They've probably already thrown their javelins. And that Legionary cohort's going to pull out the Samnites, going to give chase. And let's see, they're going to get charged. Both Legionary cohort are going to pull out, actually. This is actually a flanking move. If I chase them, they can split and flank me. And yeah, they're just going to keep pulling back. You see, I did kind of see the trap later when they split the units. And I did try to route that one that was wavering. Eventually, I pulled back when he moved that third Legionary cohort up. I knew what was going on, and I pulled back. But I did lose a few men here. By Royal Peltas, 44 kills. Now as they're taking on two separate Cartali Axemen. These guys are beasts. They are going to cut through these guys. And they're winning against two Cartali Axemen. That is what counts. Back here, my Royal Peltas finally are opening fire with the javelins. These guys 37 kills now. Those Cartali Axemen losing to the Pontic swords because of that. We get some pikemen in the back here, as well as my 3 archers. This guy's at 160. This guy's at 12. This guy's at 98. I believe none of these are out of ammunition yet. No, none of these are out of ammunition just yet. We also have a second pikeman down there on the south side there. And then a Praetorian Guard inside the walls here. He's got 0 kills so far. 1 loss, though, taking some fire from that arrow tower. As he's going to pull back after the Chariots move up and threaten a charge there. The Samnites continuing to hold here. 160 is what they've just breached on their kill count, as they're fighting now auxiliary Syrians. So this is really just going to complement their kill count, because they really don't stand much of a... They don't really have much of a threat in those Syrians. The Royal Peltas now at 119 as they continue to take on 2 Cartali Axemen, and the Socii Equites are now going to pull out. Maybe cycle charge there. One of those Cartali Axemen is officially routed, and down here the Pontic swords have broken. The Royal Peltas now are engaging that first Cartali Axeman as well as the second Cartali Axeman. We also maybe have some flanking fire from these Pontic swords. Maybe. Let's see it open fire. Ready? Anytime now. They're going to reform. I don't know why they're not firing. They should have javelins, I would think. Yes, there we go. All right, now they're going to open fire on the flank of those Cartalis. Good job to Pontus. Nice move. 148 on those Royal Peltas there, and now we've got some Pontic swords moving into support of these mercenary Samnite warriors, who are at 190 kills, but are currently losing now that these Legionary cohort have been thrown in. Now, my favorite move of this entire game that I did, we've got some archers moving up tight up against the buildings here, and give them just a second. I think this is dead when it happens. Maybe not. It might have already happened. Yes, right here. Okay. This is my best angle of the entire game. Up, over the buildings. Perfect shot. right down into the legionary cohort. And on top of that, it is the sword side. So extra kills there. Cycle charge there to Sam Knights with the Pontus swords as the archer fire continues to pour in. These guys at 107 now doing that. A Praetorian Guard now going to throw their javelins up against those Levy pikemen. The Levy pikemen is 0 kills. Archer fire literally pouring straight into the front of those Praetorian Guard. Every kill or every point counts, hit point counts. Also, on top of that, archers on the wall going into the sword side. Or back as now it pulls back out, and shield side as it pulls out. It doesn't really matter. I just was putting as much HP damage on these guys as I could, and now they're going to enter Testudo. And yes, I do continue to fire on them because I was not paying attention, and so yeah, I'm going to waste a ton of ammo doing that, but whatever. Those Pontic swords, they're continuing now to win the fight with that archer support. Those archers up to 110. So pouring in, that legionary cohort's going to pull out. Those archers are going to rout really quickly. This Royal Peltas up to 178 as it finally routes that final Kurtali Axeman. It is also backed by that 196 Sam Knight Warrior. Okay, so the Royal Peltas over here have won 181 kills now as they're fighting that Colchian Noble. They've pushed these enemies, the Colchians, back from clear over here inside of the VP capture point, just to that little choke point, which I think was better. I managed to push them back. They didn't really push it. I don't know why. Those chariots going to take a little bit of archer fire, so they're going to have to pull out there. I'm going to send a Sam Knight around the flank there to see if I can catch any of this cavalry unnoticed. Unnoticed. We've got those Pontic swords continuing to win, 160 kills. You can see I pulled my archers off in favor of attacking this Praetorian Guard, who is got about 137 men left. My men, I tried to move them to the right here up against this tower and fire kind of into the backs, but he saw that coming. He moved his Hastati up. I had to pull out, and I actually believe I end up losing that unit. This Pontic sword at 180 kills, and it's winning, continuing to win against those guys. Here comes a chariot charge combined with a Sam Knight push. These Sam Knights at 196 now as they're going against that Socii Equite. I think they get the Socii Equite, but not the Noble Blood Cav. I honestly have no idea. Now these chariots going to pull out these scythe chariots, not going to follow the charge through probably because of how much Noble Cav there is, or how much Cav there is here. The Socii Equites are going to lose that pretty quickly. Those Sam Knights are just going to bolster their kill count once again. 55 kills there on those Socii Equites. 205 now on those Sam Knight Warriors. So they're going to cut those guys down really quickly. Then those Royal Peltas at 206 kills as they're cutting through a Colchian Noble. It's not like they're cutting through cheap units. I mean, this Royal Peltas is cutting through the best units in the Colchian army. It's cut through 2 Kurtali Axemen and a Colchian Noble now. Here comes the charge from the chariots. Finally, the spot time we've all been waiting for. The Praetorian Guard going to go ahead and charge head on against those Levy pikemen who are at 67 kills. These Hastati are going to catch the archers on the wall. Some more pikemen there in reserve in case they do break through. Archers now firing against the wall there, and these guys are out of ammunition. 34 kills. I'm sending another unit of empty archers up there. These guys at 181, just trying to cut down those Hastati. And this Praetorian Guard actually failing to get through the Levy pikemen. This is actually kind of hysterical. This Levy pikeman, 91 kills. The Praetorian Guard losing to a Levy pikeman, the best of the best in the Roman army, losing to the cheapest pike unit in the game. I mean, or the cheapest pike unit in Epirus's line of units, I guess. I don't know. Cheapest unit in the game, or almost in the pike lineup that I know of. It's kind of crazy, actually, and I mean, it's getting some support fire from this arrow tower, from archers and such, but still, I think it's kind of funny. Pikes are hard to face head on either way, or anyway, but it's, they're kind of taking it back. Yeah, the Praetorians are winning now. Yeah, the pikes are going to fall eventually, but just that like brief moment where they were losing is funny. 81 kills on that Praetorian Guard, 83 now. As a pikeman's going to pull up here. We also have that Pontic sword as well. This chariot now at 56 kills as it pulls out. Then we have Pontic swords mixing in with those Royal Peltas. Those Royal Peltas at 245 kills. And my other Royal Peltas at 180 is it's going to try to make a breakneck pace to cut off this Noble Blood Calf. As that's going to break through. It's trying to stop it. The pikemen are trying to stop it. We're all rushing to stop that. No, I don't know why I'm not running. Don't have no idea why I'm not running right now. This is a reason for hurry. Reason to hurry. There's Noble Blood Cat, though, going to pull out there. That Pontic Sword there, 231 against the Romans. And they are getting cut down now. These Legionary Cohort, 155, though. I mean, these Legionary Cohort are doing good. 230 and then 82. They've had quite the kill count there as well. We've pushed that back to Praetorian Guard. These guys had 141 kills. My pikes continuing to hold that. 113 on those levy pikemen. Also some archers up here on the wall firing. And I believe they're actually firing on the empty archers over here. Just to jack kill counts here. 125 on that unit. Okay, the Romans finally going to route there on that south side. I'm going to come up, or that north side. I don't know. Why do I say north-south side? I mean, there's no compass in this game. I guess I'm just like assuming this way is north and this way towards the sea is south. I don't know why. That's just what I'm doing. The Royal Peltas then here going to pull up maybe, yes, they still have some javelins even. So throw those javelins at 180 kills. And here they go. Fire at will. I wanted to see the javelin volley, but they're not going to throw it. Anytime now? Nope, they're not going to do it. Okay, never mind. We will not. Okay, the pikemen are going to pull back, and here comes the Noble Blood Cav once again. Pikemen going to turn around and try to stop it. It looks like it might be too late, though. The chariots are also going to move to try and stop it. This Greek Scorpion, 67 kills. It's been kind of disappointing this entire game. Low kill count. Whoa, chariots right in the way. Only 67, so not much out of that unit there. Unit there, I guess, yeah. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay, the Royal Peltas getting there. 193 kills now. The Levy Pikemen then holding that south side as well. These guys have earned 2 chevrons. Or maybe just 1, because one of those did already have a chevron. My archers here at 129 going to go ahead and hand-to-hand with those auxiliary Syrians. Everybody knows the outcome of that one. The auxiliary Syrians are going to win. And then the general back here for Rome. 13 kills, about half unit gone, just under half unit gone. And he's just, I guess, supporting his unit. My unit's up here, 202 on those Royal Peltas. I'm really happy with how that's went. This Greek Scorpion at 67 kills, and here comes the Praetorian Guard. Only 88 men left after it took quite a beating against those pikemen and all that archer fire. But 155 kills, so not bad. I would trade that. Just less than half my unit for 155 kills. I'm for that. The Royal Peltas here, pretty beaten, aren't going to really be able to do much. They are, if I remember right, I think I use the whip right here. They're winning. Wait a minute. That's not... Okay, there we go. Now they're leveled out. These guys got 2 chevrons from this, though. Rome is going to use the whip here. And let's see. I've got archers here at 114. These guys still got ammunition. I'm surprised these archers are doing really well. I didn't think they would do that well. Those Pontic Swords losing to that Colchian Noble. Got Royal Peltas, 254 kills right there in reserve. Those pikemen going to get charged by that Noble Blood Cav. Looks like the Noble Blood Cav just going to bleed through right there. And I'm actually going to pull the Royal Peltas off and try to charge those guys. I don't know why I pulled off of that Praetorian Guard. I should have left that on. Left the pressure on. Here, I moved some pikemen here to this tower and then trying to get to the Roman general here. I moved up around that flank. 113 on these pikemen again. General and bodyguard going to give me this slip here. He is through. He's going to get away. And there he goes. He's going for... I don't know what. I guess he's going for my archers. Archers at 114 firing on the flank of those Colchian nobles. That's probably the worst angle of this entire game. But I'm going to pull them out and replace them with a Royal Peltas, so that poor general's going to get quite the shock when he comes through. And no, this is not the victory point, so we don't really have to worry. This is the victory point right here where we're holding these Colchian nobles. So I don't really have to worry about losing that to that general and bodyguard. And then I love the pikemen are chasing him around here. They're going to turn around and go back to surround the Praetorian Guard, which is actually winning against a Royal Peltas. Wait a minute. The Praetorian Guard's losing to a 58 Royal Peltas. This Royal Peltas is using Use the Whip and Shield Wall. 233 kills, though, so I mean, that's doing pretty good. I think the Royal Peltas dies here, though. I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, the pikes coming just charge around the back. I did break pike formation, give me a little extra speed. And when the general saw he wasn't getting through against these little royal peltas, he turned around, and he's going to try to get back to these levy pikemen. And the charge on the back of the Praetorian Guard, I don't know, these guys got 55 men left, and they've got 250 kills, 2 chevrons. It's not going to rout them. They've actually outscored my royal peltas by like 10 kills, plus 10 plus kills. So totally worth it. I mean, these Praetorian Guard are awesome. So now I'm going to charge, then go into pike formation, then try to turn around and stop that general and bodyguard. I partially worked. Okay, I charged without pike formation, went into pike formation, and then turned around and tried to stop the general and bodyguard. I mean, it was close. It was close. My royal peltas, I went out with 243. You can see the pike formation. I'm gonna go ahead and reform here up against this south side, or this VP guard. I don't know what. Sure, whatever. It works. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and form here for when the now beaten Praetorian Guard. 300 kills on this Praetorian Guard. 52 men left. That is why people bring this unit. I mean, honestly, that is ridiculous. These chariots as well at 334. And just like that, the balance of power bar is totally in favor of the defenders. You can see that one royal peltas there. 254 kills. I think I've got like a combined 500 kills on my royal peltas right now, so I'm pretty happy with that. And now you can see there Rome's just gonna, I don't know what Rome's doing. Let's see, can we get the, oh, we can't. Look at this. He's like making like sort of like triumphal entry, like he owns the city. I think he might not know what's waiting for him over there, but he has to look at the balance power bar and know he's losing. He's just gonna go ahead and run. He's like, just bring my fate on. Just like he was like, he's going through some sort of parade there for a minute. Okay, he's waiting. The Praetorian Guard gonna catch up. Wow, look at all that carnage they're walking over. How brutal, just walking over their bodies. That's so dishonorable. Okay, here they come. They're gonna try to hit the archers that I moved up some archers and tried to shoot at him a little bit. They got caught out in the open though. Thankfully though, the general and bodyguard didn't get to him, so it doesn't really matter. Chariot's gonna go ahead and surround them, and the entire Roman army is just gonna go ahead and rout when they saw how much force we actually had left. I'm moving that royal peltas around as well. So that's gonna be it. We're gonna go ahead and hit the speed up here. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we're gonna take a look at statistics as soon as this ends and whenever it ends. Okay, pikes moving up. Route that general and bodyguard. Route it. Yes, routed. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Dead. Okay, good. And the replay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm obviously Total Wars here with Epirus. I've got 2,161 kills. I have 243 on my Royal Peltas. That guy got 2 chevrons, 67 on that Greek Scorpion. A little disappointing. 38, 184, 115, 137 on those archers. I was happy with that. 8 and 120 on those levy pikemen. 8. What did I do with that unit? Oh my, I think that's the one I charged into hand-to-hand. Oh, that's so bad. I can't believe I did that. Oh, that was such a bad idea. Okay, 15, 30, 66, 50, 58, or 50 on those mercenary Italian spearmen. 58, 51, 89 on the mercenary Italian swordsmen. And then Samnite warriors, 214, 111, 174. I don't know why I choked on that. 214, 111, and 174 on those Samnite warriors. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. 254 on those Royal Peltas as well, and then 137 on that Thurios Spear. Then we have Tartaloros playing as Pontus. He's got 2,213 kills, and he's got 96 on his gen, 385, and 374 on those chariots. Those both earned 2 chevrons. 141, 61, 99, 80 on those Eastern archers, 10 on 45 on those pikes, 245, 53, 55, 127, and 42 on the Pontic swordsmen, 99, 88, 68 on those mercenary Celtic warriors as well, 61, 55 on those cheap units then as well. Lee, 31713. Obviously, we already know he got 300 on that Praetorian Guard. I love that. That's awesome. Great job, Lee. 46 on that General and Bodyguard. 56 and 59 on the Social Equites. I mean, it's a cavalry on a siege assault. Don't expect it to go for 100 plus kills. But, I mean, that's pretty decent for cavalry on a siege assault. His archers got 138, 124, 105. Good job to those Syrians. 200 on the Hastati. Then only 1. I mean, that's just painful. 1 kill on an entire Hastati unit. That's just sad. 57, 54, 39, 84. So this Hastati all around did pretty good. 163, 126, 241, 95, 172 on the Legionary cohort. I like that. 300 obviously on the Praetorian Guard. 2 chevrons on that thing. That's awesome. 249 and 162 on the Principe. Then we have Jamarith. He's got 1,908 kills here. I forgot to mention, I think Lee has 2,471 kills, but Jamarith has 1,908 kills, which is pretty good for Pontus or for Colchis, which is like the worst faction in the game besides Eridei. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. I applaud that. That's a good job for these Axemen. I can never get these Axemen over 50 kills. I mean, it's awful. I mean, you do not want to see me play Axemen unless you're against me. Then you'd be happy that I'm bringing Axemen because I'm terrible with the axes. But we got 59 on the general, 72 on that ballista, 235 on the citizen cavalry, 92, 69, 78, 102 on the eastern archers. Then we've got 58 and 100 on those Colchian nobles. 72 on those hillmen. That's pretty good. That's the best of those hillmen though. 0. I think that's the one that got annihilated by archer fire before he could get inside the walls. Then 143, 202, 74, 169, 180. I mean, wow, 202. How did I just skip over that? 202 kills on an Axeman unit. This was quite the battle. 130 then. 43 is a little disappointing. But hey, I mean, there's a black sheep in every army. All right, so thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.